Concerns over a government shutdown continue to grow.
Good Samaritans feed incoming asylum seekers.
A local tattoo shop on a mission for self-love.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm April.
And I'm Lillian Kosh. If Congress fails to seal a spending deal by this weekend, non-essential operations will come to a halt. Nearly 4 million workers will continue to clock in, but others could go unpaid until the shutdown ends. Karen Kaifa has the story.
If Congress can't reach a deal to continue funding the government by this weekend, federal operations deemed non-essential will come to a halt. While some of the nearly 4 million federal workers will stay on the job, others will be furloughed, unpaid until the shutdown ends.
1 week without a paycheck could be devastating because people struggle.
During the 2019 shutdown, hundreds of TSA officers called out from work, many of them to find other ways to make money.
There are going to be some people, depending on how long the shutdown goes, who can't afford to get to work.
Fewer TSA agents could mean longer security lines in the short term, with the possibility of more travel troubles in the long term.
It stops us from training and hiring air traffic controllers. What that means is, over time, more shortages, more outages, more potential disruptions.
If your destination is a national park or a federally operated museum like the Smithsonian, you may not be allowed in if the facilities are forced to close. Meanwhile, maintenance of food, air, water, and workplace safety also likely to take a hit. Agencies tasked with upholding protections like OSHA, the FDA, and the EPA would pull back operations. People who rely on federal aid like housing or food assistance and even student loans may experience disruptions. A shutdown also putting U.S. credit on the line as ratings agencies consider whether investing in the U.S. government is still a safe bet. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson announced Friday that he is no longer a Democrat and now identifies as a Republican, despite the fact that Dallas city officials typically don't even use party labels. Many Dallas voters are calling for Mayor Johnson's resignation, claiming he violated their trust just months after being reelected. Mayor Johnson has not responded to news outlets for a further comment.
Texas has sent more troops down to the El Paso border to help in the increasing number of migrants crossing the Texas border. Officials say more than 600 troops have arrived in the last 96 hours, following the city's mayor saying El Paso has reached its breaking point. Title 42 expired in May, and since then, the border has seen unprecedented numbers of asylum seekers. Governor Greg Abbott continues to transport migrants out of Texas and into other states. We will keep you updated on further developments.
Following the rising number of migrants, volunteers in San Antonio area are helping feed the incoming asylum seekers. CNN's Patty Santos gives us the story.
Where some see a group of migrants, Mariano and Esperanza Treviño say they saw hungry faces, and that was enough to convince them to take action. In a matter of seconds, snacks, drinks, and few clothing items they brought to the parking lot across the street from the Migrant Resource Center on San Pedro were gone.
We are human, so we like to help.
It's a small gesture, but it means a lot to migrants who say they have relied on the kindness of many along their journey from South America.
¿Qué significa para ti poder recibir este tipo de ayuda? What does it mean for you to get this kind of help?
Una bendición que nos da la madrecita acá.
Miles away on the west side.
Each tray has about 100 wraps in them. We have 4,000 ready to go.
At the San Antonio Food Bank, dozens of volunteers help prepare thousands of meals daily to take to the resource center.
Normally, we will produce about 3,400 meals for the migrant shelter. That number has actually doubled. So right now we're serving approximately 6,800 meals.
And the need continues to grow. Every day from 6 to 11 a.m., volunteers pack nutritious meals, not just for migrants, but for other organizations who help fill a need across San Antonio.
I hope more than anything that they see and feel the love and the care that went into making those meals.
You know, Lillian, I think your tank top tells us the weather before Piper's telling us.
I know. I mean, if you can't tell, it's getting pretty hot outside, but don't trust my fit. Let's go ahead and toss it over to Piper Gifford to let y'all know what to expect these next few days. Piper?
Thanks, guys. Well, yeah, I don't think we're pulling out the long sleeves anytime soon. But if you take a look at our current conditions, it's 87 degrees outside, but it is really humid out there, so it feels like 96. Our wind speed is 7 miles per hour, and that's what we're going to see throughout today. Let's take a look at tonight's conditions. It's going to feel a lot better tonight. Our skies are going to be clear. 72 degrees, it's going to feel like 72, and our wind speeds are going to be 8 miles an hour. If we take a look at what's going on tomorrow, we see a little bit of a jump, but it is kind of the same. We're consistent across the board. It'll be 97 degrees, feel like 98. It's going to be hot. Definitely don't wear a long sleeve shirt. I personally wouldn't. And our wind speeds are going to be 9 miles per hour. I'll tell you more later on in the show. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Piper. I mean, I know I'm ready for some cooler temperatures.
Oh my goodness,
some fall
me too.
weather, you know.
Sweaters,
Exactly.
yes, boots, everything.
Yeah.
Well, when we get back, we'll show you how UNT is feeding students in a unique way. Stay with us.
Did you know you have access to video equipment like DVDs, video games, and cameras? That's right, you do. Come on down to Chilton Library and fulfill your media dream. Located on the bottom floor next to the student sculpture. Hope to see you there soon. Hey girl, you know you look good. I like the way you move and groove. I'm not sure.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
5 years after a man shot and killed 23 people at an El Paso Walmart, Texas has agreed to pay millions of dollars in restitution. The killer, Patrick Cruces, pled guilty to 90 federal charges, including hate crimes earlier in the year, and will pay more than $5.5 million to victims and their families. In addition to the charges, he has also been sentenced to 90 consecutive life sentences.
Record low lake levels are unveiling a hidden gem at Texas Canyon Lake. It's an underwater cave. The cave has been discovered after the lake's water levels dipped to its lowest point in history. Canyon Lake was originally a reservoir, but was made into a lake to help with flood control and water conservation. The current water levels are around 820 feet, meaning the lake is roughly 65% full. Divers who routinely search in Canyon Lake have reportedly discovered a couple long-shot towns at the bottom of the lake. The towns Hancock and Cranes Mill mysteriously disappeared from the map once Canyon Lake was created until now.
I mean, I don't know about you, but a swim in the lake sounds really nice right now.
Yes, I agree. For sure. I'm just tired of like walking to class all sweaty and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think maybe Piper has more updates on maybe some cooler weather temperatures in the future. So Piper, what you got for us?
Guys, I hate hate to break it to y'all, but we're looking pretty warm across the region. Now, we're not in the 90s or the hundreds, but we are in those mid to upper 80 degrees, pretty much consistent across the board. Denton, we're at 86, Decatur, 86. If you get up down here, Fort Worth, we're at 88, so we're a little higher. But yeah, we're pretty much consistent across the board. Here in Denton, we do have an air quality alert, so it might be best for you to carpool, ride the bus, take a bike, or just do something to make the air quality a little bit better. Now let's take a look at what's going on across the state of Texas. We're still kind of seeing those consistent temperatures as we look up north to Amarillo and Oklahoma City. We see 82 and 83. I totally wish we were feeling those temperatures right now, but we are a little bit higher. El Paso, we're seeing 80 degrees. That's super low. We're all super jealous. But yeah, down in Austin and Houston, 86, pretty consistent across the board. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast, and let's see if anything is hopeful. So we are seeing those upper to mid 90s from Friday to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday as well. We do see a lot of sunny conditions, so if you do have some plans to go outside, just know that it will be sunny, but it is Texas, so we're never sure when those storms are coming. But next Wednesday night, we do have chances of some scattered showers. They may turn into severe storms as well, but those storms will bring in some lower temperatures, and I'm very excited for next week to come. That's it for weather today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Piper. With the rise of inflation, it gets harder and harder to afford groceries these days. And as a college student, it's even more difficult. Luckily, UNT is going the extra mile to make this issue a little bit more affordable for its community. I had the opportunity to look into what UNT will be providing every month from now on. Let's take a look.
From fresh veggies to fruit, canned goods, and bread. These students eagerly wait in line for their turn.
So many people come to these events. We already have a line, so feel free to... And it's a way to get a lot more food out to the community.
As inflation keeps rising in the United States, food insecurity has become a bigger issue. But luckily, UNT Food Pantry has found a way to combat this problem by bringing back monthly mobile food pantries. And as you can see right here behind me, there's already a huge line of students waiting to receive their fresh groceries.
What are they? It's acorn squash.
I recently just started grad school, so money's kind of not super abundant right now, so having this is really nice because it can get me through the times when I don't really have the money for groceries.
Like Mia, many international students also find it difficult to make ends meet. Services like these put a smile on their face.
Many food for us, it is so helpful.
It's been wonderful. The overall effect, as a student, when you have what to eat, it gives you a relief.
But it's not only just for students.
To staff as well, and usually we're not able to serve staff and faculty, so it's a great way to expand our reach.
The mobile food pantry will be accessible every third Thursday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Clark Park.
Bringing it out in the open, people can see that, okay, we have, a food pantry.
It also reduces that stigma, like no one's afraid to come get in this line and get food because it's free food, and you should never be afraid to get free food even if there's no one there getting it. If you need food, you gotta eat,
For ntTV News, I'm April Piernon.
I love seeing UNT make a positive impact on their community. That's amazing.
Yes, I agree.
Well, after the break, we are headed to a tattoo shop that is sure to make their mark on the world.
And we're highlighting one special accomplishment of a local student. Stay with us.
now we return to Fabric of Passion.
Oh, Hector, it will be so hard for us to part, but we must.
But, my love, what did I do? I thought we were meant to be together forever.
I am so disheartened to say that you're just not in style anymore. But you will be, to someone else, in a better place.
You're gonna shred me?
No.
I'm donating you to one of the many clothing donation boxes available on campus. There is one in the Union by the Syndicate and one on Union Circle Drive.
Oh, well, why didn't you just say so? I'm gonna be someone's new shirt.
I thought you'd be more distressed.
Oh, absolutely not. It was cramped in your closet anyways.
Maybe you would like to be shredded after all.
What does Talons do?
So I am the Vice President of External Relations for Talons. That means that I basically oversee all the external committees. Our external committees entail our Model A, it's a mean green machine. So they bring it to football games especially, so every game it's kind of there, every home game. The Model A is like a symbol of UNC pride, and it's a big tradition that we are so lucky to uphold and maintain. When people look at it, they see it, and they're like, oh, that's the mean green machine. There must be a game today or something to ramp up school spirit for basketball, softball, volleyball, any of those things. We have amazing teams, so we just want to show school spirit for them. Bonfire Committee, which is in charge of putting together the bonfire every year for homecoming. It's kind of just a whole semester-long process up until Build Week that we have to put together and oversee and make sure safety regulations are followed and risk management is taken care of. Cannon Crew, which oversees and takes care of the cannon. They fire it at games, they take it to special occasions.
Lillian, do you have any tattoos?
I don't, but I mean, I want one. I was thinking about getting one. Please don't tell my mom I said that.
Well, if you ever do decide to get one, I heard Grace Grimes knows exactly the spot here locally in Denton. Grace?
Well, you heard right, ladies. It is no secret that Denton is full of locally owned tattoo shops that make the area more fun and unique. For today's segment of Positively North Texas, I got to look into my favorite shop that has made a great impact on the community.
Inkaholics Tattoo Company is in Denton, Texas, and is located off of South Carroll Boulevard. The shop owner, Alberto Noriega Jr., along with some of the other artists, were born and raised in the North Texas area.
It's Denton's home. You know, I was born and raised here, been here all my life, so couldn't find another spot, but Denton, really.
Being a tattoo artist has many freedoms, which allows them to specialize in all different areas and helps each client with their specific and unique tattoo vision.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of people that come in and, you know, get stuff for like memorial pieces or for loved ones, you know, stuff like that. You know, even pets, there's people that come in and get like, oh, I want a tattoo of my pet or something like that.
With steady traffic flow in the shop, the artists get to have a positive impact on all different types of people and clients in the Denton area.
I like the customer service part of it, seeing people leave happy. You know, you're able to capture someone's vision and give them an art piece, or a piece of art that they like, so that's a good part about it.
Inkaholics' main goal is to help their clients feel comfortable and build a relationship with the person they are tattooing.
Yeah, I've had people come in before, maybe not having such a good day, and, you know, giving a good tattoo can sometimes turn it around and change that, you know, make it a positive day for them, so stuff like that.
Thank you, Inkaholics Tattoo Company, for making such a positive impact on the Denton community. If you want to give them a follow, their Instagram is @Inkaholics_tattoo940. That's all I have for Positively North Texas. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Grace.
Today we're traveling all over Denton looking at all of Denton's different attractions.
That's right, April, and our very own ntTV's Meredith Billings is taking us down the street to the mall. Meredith?
2 new shops are preparing to join the Golden Triangle Mall, bringing the total number of businesses to 79. Casual and athletic wear store JD Sports will replace Finish Line after they bought the business in 2018. Windsor Fashion, selling women's formal wear, will open its 4,500 square foot space in late October. Dentonites can make these businesses feel right at home by visiting the Golden Triangle Mall this fall. That's all for me. Back to you at the desk.
Denton High School senior Phoebe Richter has received a perfect score on her ACTs, a feat less than 0.33% of all test takers accomplish. The average score in 2022 was 19.8, while Richter received a perfect 36. As well as her accomplishments in the classroom, she is also the founder of a recreational math club and plays cello in the school's orchestra. Congratulations, Phoebe. You're making Denton proud.
Yes, congrats, Phoebe. That actually reminds me of that one song. I think it's that one DJ Khaled song. Do you know which song I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about. He has so many songs.
It goes like, you know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
No? Jamin, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, April. It's all I do is win, which I got the scoop on who's winning this week. So stay with us. That was cute. That was cute. That was cute.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Let's get started. This is a motor vehicle. This is the blinker mechanism. To use it, push it up for the right blinker and down to go left. You're welcome. It was easy.
Man, I have all these non-perishable food items and I don't know what to do with them.
I don't have any food at all.
Do you have too many non-perishable goods?
Yeah.
Have you run out of food and can't get any more?
Yeah.
Well, don't have a cow. Head on down to the UNT Food Pantry. Located behind Crumley Hall and Diamond Eagle Student Resource Center, the Food Pantry is the place for UNT students to get all the food they need. You'll be utterly surprised by all the options they have there. From gluten-free to lactose intolerant, even vegan and vegetarian, they have it all. Go to studentaffairs.unt.edu/food pantry for more information.
Move on down to the UNT Food Pantry.
So a man's been walking in the desert for days at a time. He finally comes across a bar and orders a Coke.
That's not funny.
Eh?
Welcome to ntTV Sports. I'm Jalen Tucker, and I know you Cowboy friends are hurt from the loss against the Cardinals on Sunday. But let's talk about who is winning, though. How about the Rangers? Your Rangers traveled to sunny California to play Los Angeles Angels and won 5-0. Dane Dunning yielded 3 hits over 7 dominant innings, and Evan Carter hit 2 run homers, and Marcus Seaman added a home run in the 9th inning. For the Rangers, the Texas is moving closer and closer to clinch its first playoff berth since 2016 with a win that last night. The Rangers are setting the stage to wrap up their postseason with setting their eye on their first West League title in 7 years. And when they finish up their regular season by defeating Seattle for 4 consecutive games. They play them tonight at 8:40 Central Time. Let's go, Rangers! Since we're on the topic of winning, your Mean Green Eagles volleyball team played against Tulane for their 2nd and 3rd conference game for this year. The Eagles dominated the Green Wave, winning 3-0 first game. They came back on Saturday to win 3-1. With 3 conference game wins under our ladies' belt, it sets the bar high on what it's come this season. Your Eagles play Tulsa tonight at 6 p.m. at home and then play them tomorrow night at home at 6 p.m. You can also watch them on ESPN Plus as well. So check them out. Let's go, Eagles. More on the Eagles soaring into victory. Your UNT soccer team played Rice last Thursday and came out with a win 6-0, which was the single game match high for the season. The win was also served as our first victory in the American Athletic Conference. Leading the charge, especially in the second half, was junior Bailey Westco, scoring in the 27th minute to get the ball rolling for the Eagles. Goals were coming left to right from your Eagles and not giving the Owls a chance to score. Your freshman Alexis Miller concluded the scoring in the 88th minute with the assist from Megan Browse, which served as Miller's first career goal of the year. Your Eagles are looking good going into conference play this year. Your ladies are heading on the road to play against the reigning Conference USA champions, UTSA, tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time in San Antonio, Texas, on ESPN+. Let's go, ladies. Lastly, I don't know about you guys, but me and long distance do not mix well, but not for your UNT cross-country team. They traveled to Stillwater, Oklahoma to compete at the OSU Cowboy Jamboree, having freshman Landon Wolf leading the pack with the AK time of 27 minutes and 51 seconds, as Mean Green had 4 freshmen to compete at a difficult course. Coach Eric Stevenson said he was happy with his boys competing in their first AK of the season with a challenging course. Wolf placed 130th, was followed by Aiden Kirkpatrick in 150th, Buddy Burke in 160th, and Aiden Gray in 180th third. Your UNT cross-country team is heading to Fayetteville, Arkansas for the Chili Pepper Festival tomorrow, September 29th. So keep an eye on those Eagles. That's all for sports. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Jalen. Well, April, what does your dream vacation look like?
Ooh, I'd say somewhere like tropical, maybe like the Bahamas, you know, somewhere like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, what about Shrek Swamp?
Oh.
Yeah, you heard me right. Airbnb is trying to make one fantasy story very real just in time for Halloween. It has recreated Shrek Swamp based on the 2001 animated movie. Ogre fans will find the place very earthy.
Shrek Swamp is located in the Scottish Highlands and features a moss-covered murky-watered abode. Guests can light earwax candles, sit around a fire, and enjoy Donkey's freshly made waffles for breakfast.
If it sounds like a perfect vacation, you can request a 2-night stay starting October 13th. Up to 3 people will get to visit the unique home October 27th through October 29th.
You know, I wasn't sold until you said waffles.
You know, I bet Donkey makes some killer waffles. You can enjoy it next to like a little earwax candlelit dinner or whatever.
Delicious. Sounds perfect. Well, thanks for watching ntTV News at Noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 here on North Texas Television.